Being single for a long time can mean that you maintain your standards and refuse to stay in bad relationships, and it's a great thing. Do you find yourself wondering why you still haven't found that special someone? Despite being attractive, successful, charming, or financially well off, still struggle to settle down. Some people are single because they choose to be. They are simply not interested in being in a serious relationship at this time in their life. Others are single due to the circumstances of their lives. So what are the circumstances in your life that might be keeping you from finding the right person for you? However, for people, particularly those over 30, who are looking for answers. Why am I still single? Here are 6 reasons why you're still single. 1. You're nitpicky. You are overly focused on tiny, unimportant details, especially when criticizing something. Nitpicking in the relationship is when you start to get fussy about your partner's every habit and behavior. You try to find faults in everything done by that person. Nitpicking, when done on a daily basis, can make your partner annoyed, which will ultimately damage the bond. If you're a nitpicky person, then you need a reality check. There's no such thing as a perfect person. Everyone is going to have peculiarity that may seem strange to you. 2. You haven't developed the skills for intimacy. Physical and emotional intimacy go hand in hand, for a long-standing relationship. You can't create a physical connection without inducing emotional intimacy. Lacking emotional intimacy whilst the physical connection is thriving can develop complications with trust, anger, frustration and confusion for couples. To generate emotional intimacy with others, one must open up and discover the emotions within oneself. You need to open up about yourself in ways that may not be completely comfortable. 3. You have absurd expectations. You expect your partner to look like Brad Pitt, or Angelina Jolie, or whoever gets you going. If your interest in your person is based solely off their appearance alone, you're in for some real disappointment. Expectation is a breeding ground for disappointment and resentment. Holding on to resentments is one of the most destructive things you can do in a relationship. Absurd expectations occur in each gender and take on many forms. I once met a woman who was unhealthy and overweight and, with a straight face, stated that she would only consider dating a man if he had six-pack abs. Unsurprisingly, she was still single. 4. You're still heartbroken. Are you thinking of dating someone new even though you're still hung up on your ex? You might think that getting over someone means finding a replacement for them. But rushing into things is never a good idea. If you still holding on to the gifts they gave you in hopes that one day they'll come back? Believe it or not, rebound relationships don't often work out, no matter how much time has passed. Whether it's been weeks, months or even years. If this is the situation you're in, then you're probably better off taking a step back and staying single for your own sake. You shouldn't be looking for a new partner yet if you're still nursing a broken heart from your last failed romance. Instead, allow yourself all the time you need to heal and truly let that person go. It may do you some good to get comfortable with being single for a while before you put your heart on the line again. After all, recovering from a breakup can lead to tremendous self-growth and improved quality of life. 5. You expect to have a certain amount of sex on a regular basis. Is sex important in a romantic relationship? There's no one-size-fits-all answer to this. Everyone's different, and what's important for some may not be at all important for others. It ultimately depends on your personal beliefs, physical desires, and the nature of your relationship. There are many reasons why people don't want to, or don't. For other people, sex is an important part of romantic relationships. Many people want to have a sexual connection with their romantic partner. When you and your partner aren't on the same page about it, that things get a little messy. If you assume that sex will be on the table 3 times a week, no matter what, one or both of you will likely be disappointed. When life gets in the way and things die down in the bedroom. 6. You're single by choice. Being single means frees up your schedule and your mind, creating space to figure out who you really want to be and ways to achieve. There's nobody else around you demanding your attention. If you're going to be single, make sure you have some good work, family and platonic relationships. On the other hand, being in a healthy and loving relationship adds value to your life and your life experiences. If you value your independence and don't want to be tied down yet and you want to focus on other aspects of your life, that's okay. Whatever your reason, maybe it's good to be honest with yourself about what it is you want and don't want. You don't need a relationship to be happy. Take everything at your own pace. If you're too busy with your career still pining over someone else or dating too aggressively, you won't attract the right kind of person. There's 100 reasons why you're single, but there is a whole lot you can do to dramatically increase your chances of meeting someone. Do you relate yourself in this video why you're being single? If you did, what do you plan to do next?